Well, hello there and welcome from the living room floor of the dollhouse. Now, I don't know how to explain the cuckoo clock working if we're on the living room floor, but that is here nor there. We are here for another reading from The Secret Language of Birthdays by Goldschneider and Joost for July 1st, the day of Emancipation. And here we have us an illustration of what would you say, a phoenix or an eagle busting out of a barrel. The day of Emancipation. Hey, is it July 1st and it's your birthday today? Well, if it is, I just want to say happy birthday. And if you're finding this video long after your birthday has come and gone, I hope you had a happy birthday. But for everyone else who's just joining us randomly or out of curiosity, I want to say welcome, and I hope you enjoy yourself. Let's dive in, shall we? Your month is July, your day the 1st. Your sign is 8 to 10 degrees Cancer, of the Cancer 1 period specifically. And your quality and element is Cardinal, water. All right. July 1st, the day of Emancipation. July 1 people tend to be highly sensitive, capable, and adaptable, as well as emotionally open. Though many born in this day are also long-suffering and very prone to emotional pain, they generally win out in their struggle against dominance, injustice, or oppression of any type. July 1 women feel keenly the conflict between the workplace and motherhood, or the demands of a career versus keeping a home, and therefore they are often taken up with issues surrounding gender in modern society. July 1 men have an unusual sensitivity and empathy for women and their own feminine side. July 1 people of both sexes are often their own worst enemy, in that depression can be a constant and unwelcome companion in their lives. Worries regarding inferiority at work or failure at home can dog them even when they are most successful. Those born on this day are likely to display ambivalent feelings toward individuals and social groups with whom they are most closely bound, and ultimately toward themselves. On the positive side, July 1 people are hardly ones to follow blindly. No matter how committed they are to an endeavor, cause, or ideology, they remain flexible enough to see another point of view or way of doing things. July 1 people seek profundity and are quickly put off by simplistic answers and shallow thought. July 1 people are indeed deep themselves, complex personalities who keep a whole world of strictly personal feelings inside them. On the other hand, they have a highly social side which generally manifests in acts of service and unselfish contributions to society. July 1 people tend to be givers rather than takers, and because of their receptive and empathic tendencies, they are often sought out as understanding and helpful friends. Yet when they are in one of their tormented states, they are of little constructive use for anyone. Those born on this day have their own particular brand of emotional self-torture. It seems that they must bring up very disturbing feelings and work them out before they can advance in their own personal development. The danger is that they will get locked into negative patterns. Often a chance happening or even a shock is needed to reorient them, followed by a sudden realization of their behavior and subsequent resolve to improve their situation. Here, a more highly evolved July 1 emerges as an aggressive and positive personality, willing and ready to function in the world, and capable of integrating a successful social, family, and love life. Sometimes those born on this day become remarkably extroverted once they come out of their shell and actively seek out life's pleasures. Such reveals are a kind of lifelong celebration of emancipation. That's right. Hey, did that speak to you? You got a little bit of the dogged depression on those hard days? I'll tell you what, I like to say to my friend David Hendrick, this is the best day of your life, my friend, especially when those days get a little bit tough. It's a little bit ironic, but at the same time, every day's got potential to be the best day of your life, and it's the only one you've got. past and present, all of that kind of stuff. And your future ain't even here yet. Anyway, hey, let's move on to your numbers and your planets. All right. Those born on the first of the month are ruled by the number 1 and the sun. People born on the first like to be first, and those ruled by the number 1 are typically individual, highly opinionated, and eager to rise to the top. Because July 1 people are a bit passive in expressing themselves, they will gain a positive boost from a sun-moon connection. The sun symbolizes a strong creative energy and fire, which is best kept flowing steadily rather than allowed to sporadically flare out of control. That's right, don't be burning out of control unless you're helping rejuvenate a forest. I didn't say that. All right. Hey, let's move on to your tarot. All right. The first card of the major arcana is the Magician, who symbolizes intellect, communication, information, as well as magic. Over his head is an infinity symbol, which in some tarot decks takes the form of a hat, and in others, a halo. Many interpretations may be drawn, one of which is that the magician becomes, or rather recognizes, the cyclical and unending nature of life and is empowered by this understanding. Remember I mentioned forest fires? In any event, the positive traits suggested by this first card include diplomatic skill and shrewdness, but negatively, lack of scruples and opportunism. The choice rests with July 1 person whether to embrace superficiality and illusion, or pursue more profound goals. All right, let's move on to your health. July 1 people are not only comfortable with their bodies, they are graceful and may enjoy many forms of movement. They periodically swing from active sexual expression to total abstinence. Depression is probably the greatest single health danger to July 1 people, and at some point in their lives they may find it helpful to seek some form of counseling. Those born on this day need a friend, religious counselor, or a therapist to whom, if only occasionally, they can pour their heart out to. The eating habits of July 1 people are often unusual or even peculiar. By alternately indulging and denying their appetites, they can develop an unhealthy attitude toward food, which should be corrected gently and gradually, as early in life as possible. All right, let's move on to some advice. Happiness needs not mean superficiality. Profundity need not mean negativity. Once you have gained insight, move out into the world. You can do it. Don't be afraid to stand alone. Supporters and friends will join you. And learn to take as well as to give. Never allow anyone to walk over you. This is the best day of your life. Remember that, all right? Even it's your birthday. All right. Happy birthday again. All right. Here is your meditation. There is always something smaller, and always something bigger. All right, let's move on to those born on this day, so we know what company July 1st people are in. All right, we start off with George Sand. He was a French woman novelist, and The Master Bellringer was something they wrote. 19th century feminist, famous affair with Chopin. We have Princess Diana, was Lady Diana Spencer, the Princess of Wales. We have Gottfried Wilhelm von Leibniz, was a German universal genius, mathematician, physicist, philosopher, historian, theologian, and metaphysician. It doesn't say this here, but I think it's argued he came up with calculus at the same time that, was it Newton did? Something like that. I remember him, not the other person. Anyway, we also have Charles Laughton, British stage and film actor. Twyla Tharp, who was a dancer and choreographer. We have Carl Lewis, the U.S. Olympic 8 gold medal winning track and field champion, and the Sullivan Award winner. We also have Willie Dixon, the blues songwriter, producer, and musician. We have Dan Aykroyd, the comedy a comic film, TV actor of Saturday Night Live. We have Benjamin O. Davis, first African American U.S. Army general, and he served in the Spanish-American War, World War I, World War II. We have William Wyler, film director of The Desperate Hours, and Ben-Hur. We also have Sidney Pollack, film producer, director, Tootsie, something they're famous for. Deborah Harry, singer, Blondie, and a film actress. We have Nancy Lieberman Klein, a basketball player and three-time All-American, the first woman to play in Men's Pro League. That's interesting. We have Rashid Ali, a jazz drummer. Karen Black, a film actress. Olivia de Havilland, film actress. We have Leslie Caron, dancer and film actress. We have Genevieve Bujold, film actress. Jean Stafford, Pulitzer Prize-winning novelist and short story writer. And Fairleigh Granger, film actor. Let's move on to your strengths and your weaknesses. That's right. Your strengths, you're profound, you're giving, and you're determined. Your weaknesses, troubled, depressed, long-suffering. All right. Your season is summer, and once again, your zodiac sign is Cancer, of the Cancer 1 period specifically, and your quality and element is Cardinal water. And this has been July 1st, the day of Emancipation, from The Secret Language of Birthdays by Goldschneider and Joost Elfers. I got an affiliate link for this down in the description if you want to support old Gary Goldschneider and Joost Elfers, and I can make a little bit of commission if you decide to buy the book or do your shopping through there. So I highly appreciate if you support the channel and you doing so. In any event, I just want to say once again, if it was your birthday today, happy birthday. It's the best day of your life. You understand? You understand? And each subsequent day is the best day of your life. That's right. Hey, if you were just stopping by randomly, I hope you enjoyed yourself and you come back for your own birthday reading. And let me know down in the comments if you thought this spoke to you. I thought this drilled down a little bit on the depression, but you know, sometimes some people suffer that a little bit more than others. I don't know how that's left up to the stars, but hey, it's not my category of pursuit. I just find the stuff interesting, and I thought others would too. So you take care of yourselves, and we'll see you on the next one. Maybe from the ceiling. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, take care of yourselves.